class. I am here again today to talk about different ways of joining into the nursing program for Goodwin College. And I am going to try and persuade you to sign a petition against Goodwin College's policy in order to sign up into the nursing program and to get into the nursing program. I didn't start off my introduction. My name is Janelle Stowe, as we all know from my previous speeches. I would just like to point off on how great a good school Goodwin College really is, and I've learned a lot from it. And right now I'm doing my prerequisites for all Goodwin College, and I will eventually try and get into the nursing program. But right now it's very hard and time consuming to try and apply and be able to get in. I'm going to start off by saying that when you first join school, you start off doing all your prerequisites and you finish what your degree. Right now I'm doing my associate's and my health science degree, so that's one degree that you work forward towards. And you work your way up to applying to the nursing program. For the nursing program, you are required to have all the requirement classes, which is all your sciences, your math, a couple Englishes, and a couple elective classes in order to even apply for the program. And once you get to that point, you apply, and you have different ways of earning what we call points. For the points, they base it off your GPA, your community service, if whether you did community service or not, whether you had a history of a degree, a bachelor's degree, a associate's degree, or a master's degree in any other college. You can gain your points by having that. And then one other way to get points is obviously scoring high on the nursing test that you take prior to applying to the nursing program. So there's, and also if you take 7 courses or more to get into the program, you get a certain amount of points. So the maximum amount of points that you can have for the program is obviously if you have a master's degree, if you have a 4.0 GPA, if you did 30 hours plus the community service, if you got 100 on the nursing test, and 7 courses or more. So if you finish all that, you have a maximum of points, no problem getting into the nursing program. Now, if you get lower than that, that's when things start to get iffy. I applied to the nursing program in January of this year, and I didn't get in. But no worries, I am applying again, and hopefully I'll get back into it, and hopefully I reapplied, so hopefully I will get in for this May. Anyway, once you apply, if a student has a 3.6 GPA, obviously the points are lower. If the test, if you fail, obviously you won't have a choice of not getting in. But if you pass higher on the test, you get a higher score. Community service, it all depends on how many hours you get. And if you had a degree beforehand, before coming to Goodwin College, or getting a degree for your associate of health science or bachelor's of health science, and prior to applying to the nursing program. The point of my speech that I'm trying to make is that Goodwin College should make the nursing program very easy and accessible for students to be able to have knowledge and able to get into the program easier, instead of making it so hard, because it really brings down a lot of people that can't get into the program, especially if they pass their tests, they're doing well in their grades, and they did community service, and they did all the courses that they needed to do, and the only reason why they didn't get in is because they don't have an associate, master's, or a bachelor's degree. So I really think it's unfair that we compared someone like me that doesn't have an associate's, master's, or bachelor's with someone that may have a bachelor's or master's in communication, business, or anything that they had. It's really not fair to compare someone, because obviously they will have those extra points to their advantage so they can get into the program. Now, when you get all your points, you take your test, and you do your community service hours. From what I know, the nursing staff of Goodwin College overlooks all the students, and they pick who they feel that is qualified for the program. So if they feel that this person doesn't have an associate's degree and they're lower 2 points than this other person that has a degree, they're obviously going to pick the person that has the higher amount of points in the associate's degree. My sources are all coming from Goodwin College and also my advisor, which her meaning that my advisor is Katie Grosso, so she's an advisor that I see there. But I feel that Goodwin can improve on certain ways of allowing students to get into the program, offer classes to study for the nursing exam. The nursing exam is basically based upon A&P. So as long as you take A&P 1 and A&P 2, you can have an advantage in taking to the nursing test. But when you prepare for the test, they basically say, just study A&P. So, I mean, you're studying chapter 1 all the way to chapter 26, which has all these different categories in it that you don't even know where to start. So you're studying weeks on end on all these chapters that you don't even know if it's going to be in the test. So your chances are, you have a greater chance of passing because you're studying A&P, but it's taking weeks upon weeks to study. And especially if you're like me and you have a full-time job. I don't have children, but I work 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week plus. So it's very hard for me to come home, open a book, and study 8 hours a night. So it's really hard for me to accept the way that Goodwin College has made their program the way it is for the nursing program. But I guess on a positive note, we can look at it and say they're making it harder for people to get in. So we know for the future there will be qualified nurses out there in the hospital once they're done with the program and get their job in the hospital. So that's one positive thing, we can think of it that way. But also, one thing I like to bring up, every time you retake the exam, you have to pay each time. So it's not like you have to take a re-registration fee. It's not much, it's $15, but I mean, you still got to pay that every time. I feel that one different way that I feel that they can change is, I heard this time around they're going to be taking the community service. So the community service that I have towards the nursing program won't go to it. So all that work I did, 30 hours plus at an office work, shredding a bunch of papers, it won't work. So they disqualified my community service, so therefore I lowered my points that way. So I'm really hoping to get my associate's degree to up those points to greater my chances into getting into the program. My voice to you is that do your best, keep doing your work, get all your prerequisites done, get an associate's degree and get a bachelor's degree and apply for the nursing program. No matter if you feel ready or not, just apply, study as hard as you can. That's what I'm trying to do. And I don't want Goodwin College to discourage many of us, many women, whoever's applying for the program, or anyone, OTA program or anything. Don't let anyone discourage you and say that you didn't make it the first time. We're going to keep pushing through it and we will get through it. My voice, I'm trying to persuade us to sign a petition and say they should accept all students that they feel qualified, not based upon a point system, but based upon A, their personality, B, their grades, C, their attendance, and most of all, their experience through Goodwin College, how they are in a classroom, how they interact with the classroom, how do they, how are they studying? Are they doing well in A&P? Are they doing well in chemistry? Those are the things that they really should be looking upon. They shouldn't be going about saying, oh, this person did community service, this one didn't, so she doesn't get the points, and this person does because she did the 3+ community service. It's just not fair to me. So I feel that Goodwin College has ways of tweaking how they do things to apply into the program. The test for the nursing exam, I feel that is most important prior to getting into the nursing course, because that really shows you if you are ready for the course itself, nursing course itself, once you take the test. If you ace the test, you know your A&P, so you can move on from there. But I just feel the test should be qualified, and you should get a certain amount of points, whether what grade you got. But again, the community service is really not needed. And to compare someone with no degree, just getting out of high school, going into college, working a full-time job, and not having a degree and working up to their degree is not fair to comparing to someone that has a bachelor's degree in communications or business. It's just totally different fields. Who cares what their degree was beforehand, before college? They're starting something fresh, but that should have nothing to do with applying for nursing. So I really hope you guys can sign up this petition, and I really hope we can all stick together as students and change the way that Goodwin College has their way of signing up for the program, and they'll see more students applying to the nursing program because they won't get discouraged. Students will be happy to join and will be excited to join and be able to feel great to get into a program and start their lifelong dreams, which is my goal. So I'm not going to get discouraged. And anyone out there, don't get discouraged. I'm repeating that because that's most important. Keep working hard. I have faith in everyone, faith in myself. Keep working at it. Thank you for listening to my speech. I hope you are all persuaded to sign up this petition. As we all know, our careers are very important. Thank you again.